Let's get to story number three. Story number three. Is it harder being a mom now or back then? There was some stories that are surfacing about the process of motherhood and how it's becoming tougher and tougher for a mother in this America right now. If you do not know, mothers are often domestically abused when they become pregnant. Men no longer want to be around them. They know some men do value or do cherish their wives. I'm not going to say all of them, but there are a lot of fatherless homes right now. A lot of babies. I was born out of wedlock. Uh, just a lot happening within the home, the parenting structure. You look at some of the school systems; they're saying that the parents there are a lot of I'm not going to discredit, but there are a lot of mothers who are fighting very very hard who to try to raise their children, and they're talking about the cost of living. Even military wives are getting getting some voice in the game, and it's just a lot going on. They're talking about old money, and they're talking about new money. What to do with new money, and how do you spend? How do you fix all the problems with the old money? But the fact is where is that money going to come from? And they're even talking about the workroom floor, how single mothers have got to go work for their children because the providers are not around. The guys want to that people are having sex or having children and they can't afford to feed them. And some mothers have to they don't want to abort their children, and it's become a mess. And you look at countries like communist countries where they're only allowed to they have to be regulated to only have one child. So it's very in this life you can see things, and you have to maintain your structure. You have to maintain your composure because it can get it's an emotional ball field out there. It's easy for me to talk about it on the radio, but a lot of these women, a lot of American women, they are going through a lot, and they're trying to find some avenue of support. A lot, some of them are very educated. Some of them, it's a lot of things happening now. Now that women have a lot of rights, they have a lot of benefits, they have a lot of entitlements. Still, they are facing just an uphill battle when it comes to children. Some of them have completely blocked off all communication. Some of them go in what I call program mode, where they just go home and they don't have a social life. Some of them just work, and many of these girls are hurt. They're hurting. They can't find true love, and it's become a mess for social workers to deal with. Thousands of mothers are marching in Mexico for the fact that some of their children have been disappearing. Some of their children have been traded into the markets. I think, in the last 20 years, they're talking about how 800 children have died in the presence of. Some of them have been left in cars, trapped. Some of them have been just. There's tons of stories. I mean, they're even talking about how some fathers have been killing their children. I mean, there was a story that surfaced about a Kentucky dad charged with murder after punching and killing a baby over losing a video game. So the thing is how do you change this mindset, and how do you there's just the thing is that you have to stay positive. You have to try to feed yourself with inspiration. Find it, and that's one thing I can say about religion. That what religion has done is it has helped a lot of people overcome, because they've had to find their faith, find their routine. I remember that movie, Waiting to I think it was no, I think it was What's Love Got to Do with It, with Tina Turner, where she had to find a seance, find her inner child. Some women resort to yoga, they go to the gym, and just a lot going on out there, folks. You have to protect yourself, and just when it comes to women, it's a big thing. And the question we have to ask yourself in story number three is, will it stay alive? Because of the fact that you've seen so many stories in the news about females and the problems that they've having. So the question you have to ask yourself, is it harder being a mom now rather than back then, when they didn't have as many resources? The kids were out playing, they were having a good time. Now mothers have to worry about so many things, kidnappings. I mean, so it's just a lot going on. And even with the children have to face a lot of things within the home. Some parents think that the grass is greener on the other side. They leave the children. So I was going to say this Mother's Day, if you're walking this earth, your mother's still here. If she's passed away, you have to thank her because life is precious. Life is precious. If every faith has believed in something divine, I choose to believe that God is real, and that He will not leave us nor forsake us. But I'm pretty sure He's watching over us and keeping us in His thoughts. They say in every, I think they say He's a merciful God. And I believe that in every way. If you want to contribute in any way, all you have to do is visit METHOD, the number 8, INC.com, methodating.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, or just read something. You're in the Mediator. People have wandered all across the world, all over. Every man has tried to find the answer, tried to find reasoning, tried to find the controller of who's controlling all this and what's the reason behind all this. Well, I'm here to tell you, the Mediator, that everything will be all right. It's my duty to stay calm and collective, not arguing, not veering too far to the right nor to the left, but trying to find some common ground. And if you want to contribute and be a part, all you have to do is visit www.method, the number 8, inc.com, methodating.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, or just read something, or just watch the program.
If you need help, then dial your operator.
Have no fear, fellow citizens. The Mediator is here.